Hey guys, I'm Ariana The Techie. I've been in tech for 15 years, since I was 15 years old, and I've started 3 different tech startups in 3 different industries. Okay, so many of you believe that AI will not be replacing your job, and so I may make this into a series, but I just wanted to talk about the top 3 very replaceable industries and positions, just to kind of help you all get prepared and start planning for the future now. So let's get into it. So we all knew this was coming. Attorneys. For my last tech startup that I built, I literally spent like over $60,000 in a year on just legal fees and legal things that I had to structurally have together, foundational documents, building of my cap table of investors, and so much more. And so it's really expensive, especially if you want to go with a super vetted and trusted law firm like a Big 10, or even a smaller law firm is also still expensive. And so, for basic contracts and stuff, I think the reality is even attorneys are using AI to help them write contracts faster. Now, I have 2 opinions on this. I think that attorneys will always be around, of course. It's just that law firms are going to have to they're going to need less amounts of attorneys. And so because of that, there are going to be a lot of attorneys on the market who end up starting their own firms and doing contract work for small business owners and startups all over the world. And so you can look at it right here. Like literally the hourly rates are anywhere between 150 to 400, which I think per hour, that's actually still pretty good for an attorney. But depending on your budget, that can be super expensive and also very stressful. And so I will admit, like, I definitely use ChatGPT to write contracts that are very simple, very complex things like, if you're dealing with a deal that's worth more than like $20,000, like you need to have an attorney involved. Like you just want to make sure that your ducks are in a row. And a human being I think will always be needed because it's great to have them review. But let's be clear, like we have all, especially if you've been in business for a long time, we've all had that one attorney where you're like, hey, I can tell you are making this phone call conversation longer than what it should be. Let's just get straight to the point. And so because of that, this completely whole industry will just be decimated 100%. I think it's not even, I think like it's happening now. Even Rocket Lawyer, when they launched years ago, they were like the first iteration of the legal industry being completely transformed. And so we're seeing it happen before our eyes. There are tons of legal AI companies. I am not an attorney, so don't tell somebody that you use this video to do whatever in the court of law, whatever. I don't know. I'm not an attorney. I'm just giving advice from my industry perspective. But yeah, if you're an attorney, if I were you, I would be planning to basically like, don't be that anti-AI attorney because they're going to be the ones that are losing clients, and you're not going to be able to compete with those of your competitors and, teammates, classmates, whatever, that are, outpacing you because they are using AI. So AI and legal attorneys, this is like the most obvious one.